talk about that later. We will talk about that later. All right, so I'm gonna turn on my stream on my phone and see if I can hear you, Miss FTR, at this moment in time. Do 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 do. All right, say hello.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm not hearing her on there.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to. I don't believe.
Oh man.
Well, that's okay. We can swap headsets.
All right.
It's fine. I can still hear.
All right.
I can hear through the phone. And you can hear me.
All right.
I can hear through the phone. And you can hear me.
Yeah, we're getting you now. You're actually louder than Heavy was last week. Heavy was so
Oh,
quiet in the beginning.
how's my mic sound? It sound good?
Yeah, you sound
Good?
like money. You good.
All right, good.
Look, we already got Lynch in here checking us out. Doing Lynch stuff. Checkers of Records tonight, folks. We got the one Billy Holcomb, Miss FTR, and War. We're going to be starting at 9 o'clock. It's going to be awesome. Get your questions. Enjoy your time. 9 o'clock. It's going to be awesome. Oh, I got to turn myself down because I don't want to hear myself talk.
Where's my other phone at?
I sold it. War sold it so we can go on vacation. That's what he did. he sold your phone to go see Sea Turtles. That's it. War stole it, sold it, went on a boat, got stuck down there during a hurricane. That's it. 2 viewers. Oh, here, let me share this with the hell is that crap? You know what I'm saying. That sounds so professional. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put it in the Discord right now. Bam. And I was kind of hoping to get Cripple up here, man. I like when he gets fired up. Hopefully he can get up here soon. There it is. Checkers and Wreckers. Blah, blah, blah. 5 minutes to show time. Powder your bums and get your beers. No, I think it's going to be funny. I think it's... Hey, War. We gonna stir up a bunch of shit tonight? What's up? What's up, Heavy Duty? What's up, Intletown? Lynch? Mr. Hopper, hello. Loaded up and trucking. JD, you realize you're like the David Allen Coe of FTR? Do you realize that? What's up, Macy? Or what were you called, Baby Lion, when you beat me last season? Seafan in the house. Darren Lynch. Oh look, JD loves it. He's gonna change his screen name now. DAC FTR. That's it. I need a little ham home for bad behavior. I got that this season. New Hampshire gave me that. Hey, Hey Billy, did you get that quarter panel fixed from that finish last night?
I did.
All right, good. Probably in there beating it out all night.
I was pissed. Ain't gonna lie.
Oh, it'll come up. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm sure.
What's up, Blazing? Blazing in the house, guys. We're up to 10 already. Stewart's here. Stewie. Stewie. Mrs. Darren Lee. Heavy's got, he told me today he has a notebook that he bought specifically for questions tonight. Like, and it's full, so we might go 10, 15 minutes long. Get everybody in here. Come on, guys. Get your teams in here. That chat audio. I wish who has the stream of that? Does anybody? I'll go back and watch
I didn't
that.
stream last night.
Oh
Wish
man.
I would have. Dude, he ran me slam over, dude, on my screen.
Oh.
He says he didn't.
Yeah, well,
Well, obviously you don't say you didn't.
there's two sides to every story, Miss FTR, when it comes to racing. There's the guy that gets wrecked and the guy that does it. Billy's sleeping on the couch tonight. Oh, no way. Lynch, what are you going to say? Are you going to say more than 6 words like you did when I had you up here, Lynch? Are you? You going to actually talk tonight? I think Lynch is afraid of his own voice sometimes in public.
It's 9 o'clock, boys.
That's it. It's time to go. Time to go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all intelligence, obviously low if you've been drinking like me. We are here in Checkers and Wreckers. I have, well, the 2 main guests right here and a special guest. No, there's no penalty, Stewie. We don't do that on Checkers and Wreckers. The 2 main guests and a special guest. We got Mr. Billy Holcomb, Miss FTR, and our special guest is War. What's up, guys? How you guys doing tonight?
Oh, man, we lovely, man.
Evening, fellas.
There you go. There you go. Well, you guys know how it works here. I got a few questions for them to start off with. We're going to learn a little bit about these folks. And then you get to ask them what you want. So I got the chat open. I got it in my lap right now. Got the phone ready to rock. So I'll be seeing all of your live chats. Let's make this a good one, folks. All right, ladies first. We start with you, Miss FTR. Whew. You are the iron fist of FTR. So why don't you just go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I work from home, so that's how I have so much time to watch
Gotcha.
Discord and watch all the fights. But me and Billy's been married for almost 24 years,
Wow.
and we have 2 grown daughters,
Oh,
20
geez.
and 24.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been together since we were 16.
Oh, geez. Now, where did you guys meet at a racetrack?
No, we actually met at our job at a grocery store.
Oh, man. High school sweethearts. That's cute. I like it.
She knew who her daddy was.
Oh. Billy's coming up like, hey, baby, you in the produce. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you.
Yeah, he thought he was smooth.
Yeah, Heavy said you've been putting up with his poo for that long?
I have 24. Well, God, like 27 years, because Madison will be 25 in November,
Wow.
and yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. And then you got your adopted child, Eagles, so don't leave him out of it.
Oh yeah, we adopted him about 3 years ago.
Don't talk to Billy about it. Don't bring him up right now. All right. We're going to move. Yeah, I think he definitely had. Well, you know what it was? All the money that was going to go to Eagles in the Will, Billy had to put it into his truck last night after he wrecked him on the last lap. So, anyway, all right, let's move on. Let's talk to you, Billy. Give us a little rundown. Give us about yourself, bub.
Well, everybody knows me as B Holcomb FTR. Been sim racing about 2 years, I guess. I've been real racing, all my life. Dirt track mostly. Um, got a beautiful life, beautiful
Yeah.
family. Uh, awesome racing family with FTR. Got a lot of support from these guys and you guys, and yeah,
Awesome.
that's about it.
Now you did like real life racing, right? Back in the day, that was like your bread and butter, right? That was your
Oh
hop.
yeah, man.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome,
we
dude.
all dirt, man. I've been dirt racing, long, probably what 30 years, I guess, something
Oh,
like that.
jeez.
So yeah, it's been fun, man. It's been a great ride. You know, uh, hung it up about 2 years ago. Getting a little aged, man. It's harder to get up on Sunday mornings after you beat banging around in a car or a go kart or whatever. So
Right.
yeah, it's been fun, man.
Now, when you and Miss FTR got together, you were obviously into racing at that time. Was she into racing, or was that like a she had to grow into it kind of a thing?
No, I think she's always kind of been into racing a little bit. We like going to dirt tracks and watch racing and whatnot on her, local Saturday nights and stuff. So she kind of knew what she was getting into when she married me. So kind of stuck with us for a while.
The day that Macy come home from the hospital, we went to the go-kart track. She
How
was
was it?
2 days old at the go-kart track.
Oh, she just said that. She said, "Ask Sam how old I was the first time I went to the track." 2 days old, and your ass went to the track. You know, that's funny because my parents, the day they got married, they went to the race car track that night. Like it was
Oh
just
yeah.
something that like, growing up dirt track, like around dirt tracks and stuff like that. Like it's just it gets ingrained in you. It's in your blood. Sometimes you can't kick it. We
I
gotta.
know, man. It's hard, man. Like I said, I've been in racing. My dad, he helped a guy that ran, super late model, limited late model, and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of my roots, man. It's kind of where I got started. So
Dude,
it's been
that's
awesome,
awesome.
though.
Dude, I mean, it's cool because you're so involved and you've been helping out so many people. So that's really the cool part about it. You know, you've got so much knowledge that you can just drop it on people and they don't even realize it. But
Right? Yeah.
all right, going to our final guy here, our special guest tonight, War.
Guy,
Speak
what's up? What's up?
speak up, speak up. Tell us about yourself. Where the hell are you from? Tell us what county
Uh,
precinct you just got out of.
I'm from Kentucky. I live in Tennessee now, and I've always been around racing, like they were talking about their youth and stuff. My mom, 8 9 months pregnant, she was the flag man for my dad drag racing. He was big into eighth mile and quarter mile racing, drag racing, and that's where I got my first love of racing, man. Loud cars and racing, and then it evolved into NASCAR, circle racing, and it's just something I'm real passionate about, man. Been online racing, I guess, probably close to 3 years now
Wow.
since I met with Billy and got the league going and stuff. But I had a great time, man.
So you've
It's
been
been a blast.
3 years, huh? You've been doing this 3 years? That's awesome, man. Sim racing's like one of the most. It's blowing up all over the place. You know what I mean? You got Dale Earnhardt Jr. handing out $100,000 in a trophy to a kid this week.
Oh yeah, yeah, I seen
Like
that.
it might just be NASCAR Heat 5 as a hobby, but like it's so cool to watch this evolve and like people are turning it into something.
And
So
and it helps the guys that's got a family that love racing still be able to compete and do it, man. Because my wife would surely have me home on Friday night as me be down at the racetrack and spending a ton of money when I can, spend a little bit on sim gear and have just as much fun. The competition's still there.
right. And now you just holler at people. You don't actually have to get into
Yeah.
a fist fight, you know?
That's right.
Because
That's right.
no one's really gonna drive 500 miles to get into a fist fight over a video game.
Just depends. Just depends. I've seen Heavy look up people's addresses and let them know that he would be knocking on their door soon. So
Yeah, well,
um,
Heavy's a
some of
different
these guys
breed.
I just don't. Yeah. I don't. Don't count everybody out from not knocking on your door.
Oh, I'll give him a beer and we can scrap in the front yard. No big deal. So, all right. So we got the how you doings out the way. That's good. Look, Heavy's got something going on with that little weird face right there. So let's talk about the season now. We're into the playoffs. We got a lot of stuff going on. I'm gonna go to Billy first on this one. Billy, how has your season been going so far? Give us the rundown on that one. Give us the ups right now.
Oh man, I've had a blast. This is probably the most competitive season I believe we've had. Other than season one. My season's been great. I've run I don't know how many seconds. Only a little bit disappointed. I've only run one twice. I felt like I could have easily probably won a handful or more, but Little Eagles spoiled that a couple times, and Eagles too. I mean, typical too. But it's been great, man. I think we've had a truck to win every race that we've came to. Sometimes it just don't work out that way, and it's been awesome. Like I said, my season's been great. If I don't win it, the biggest thing is I haven't never won my own league championship.
Oh,
But my opinion, the way I feel about things is I would rather hand a trophy to someone else. You know what I mean? I'd rather be able to hand that trophy out to someone else rather than myself. You know what I mean? Because to me, that's what it's all about. Because those guys are what makes FTR what FTR is, right? So
right.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay
Gotcha.
with that. I'm okay with not winning a championship. I'm okay with that. I'd rather hand it to somebody. That's my goal.
I get that, man. I had my own league for a bit, and it feels good to give it out to other people. We had teams in my league, and like the other two guys on the team, we won the championship the one year, and we just handed it out. Like it felt good to do that, but at the same time, you got to win that championship, Billy. You got to wear the crown once. It's your league.
Yeah, it's season ain't over, boys.
I know.
So
Hey,
it's just
you
getting
got a car.
started. So it's we got some good tracks coming up. I feel pretty confident. I think we can get it done. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Awesome. War, same question to you, man. Tell us about your season. Let us know about your high points right now.
Oh man, the season ain't been great. It ain't no great excuse I could come up with. It's just some of my own doings. I've lagged out a few races this season, 4 or 5 races I've had internet issues with, and accidentally backed out at Charlotte when I had a extremely fast truck there. Man, just no real excuse I could pinpoint. I've had fast setups. I've ran Billy setups 95% of the season probably, and every time I go to the track, I'm ready, and I've got a fast truck. I've just got to put it all together, and now it's playoff time, and looking for Richmond to really capitalize on it.
Yeah. Well, hell, man, if you're going in with that mentality, just throw it at the wall. Boom.
Yeah,
Smash the gas, dude. Who
I
cares?
can take it as I've got a lot of the bad stuff out of the way, and now it's time to really get down on the points, man.
Yeah, I was watching. I mean, luckily I get to commentate your guys' race, and I get to be up there with One Loose Lugnut Racing number 6. Check him out, guys, too. But yeah, hanging out with him, it's getting to watch you guys, and I'll pick you every once in a while as my dark horse, and it seems like anytime I say your name, usually you'll touch the wall or someone will touch you into the wall. So
Yep,
I'm
yep.
I'm almost guaranteeing most of that is my fault. Your
You
season.
gotta have. No. You pick me anytime you feel. I just you gotta have a little bit of luck with your truck. It ain't just you go out with a setup and you don't gotta practice and this and that and expect to do good, man. These guys are top level, man, and
Yep.
you've got to have a full race. You can't just have I've got a fast truck or you've got to put a complete race together, man, to at least get in the top 5, man.
Right. No, I've seen that. And just to put it out there, I did pick Typical to win last night, so my bad, Typical. Uh, first time. Wait, what's heavy writing? First time at the HMS shot for me were. He woke up with branding burning. You got roofied and branded, huh? The first time. Wow. Good for you, War. I mean, I'm glad you're part of the team. They didn't even roofie me. I just got branded.
You just got branded.
Yeah, that was it. But they didn't even use the good brand. They just took a beer can and burned the bottom of it and stuck it on my chest. And I'm like, this is horrible. This is horrible. Now I got a circle there. Don't work. All right, Miss FTR. I can't ask you about the season like that. So I got to ask you something fun. Here we go. Ready? When you're sitting at home and you just heard Billy talking about the season, how he's going to do great. How's it sound? How does it sound? What are
Oh
some?
man, my truck's so fast. I'm gonna win tonight. And then you'll hear, "Damn, I hit the wall. Get off the wall, Billy."
My favorite Billyism is when you're running with him and he starts yelling at himself mid-race.
Yes.
Get off the wall, Billy! Damn it!
I will say late in the run last night, man, I may have asked Billy something to call off his lap time, and you could tell, man, there was no response. He was in the groove, man, and I knew he was racing hard at the end of the race last night.
Well, that's the thing, because Billy, you'll get into that locked in mode where you'll just take your headset off, right? It'll be around your neck, you won't even hear nothing.
Oh yeah, when we take the green flag, dude, my headset's around my neck. I can barely hear people talk. I've always been that way. That's why a lot of time I can race without being in a party chat.
Right.
You know, just because I tune everything else out. I'm just focused. You know, I thought I remember hearing Wars about something last night, but I think I jumped back in and like 2 or 3 minutes later, like, did somebody say something?
Yeah,
Something?
it was you gave me the lap, but it was delayed like 3 minutes.
You're like, this lap? No, 5 minutes ago lap. This lap, we wore our shit out already.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
'Cause, like, a lot of times, man, like I'll listen to the pitch of the truck when I'm in the corners and whatnot, you know, especially on into the run, whether I need to move up or down on the track just to try to maintain speed. So I just focus a lot when I'm racing. That's all. So
That's good.
A lot of times, if guys don't hear me respond or something, that's just because either number one, I can't hear you, or number two, I'm just trying to stay in the zone.
Yeah, just in the zone.
Maybe that's the way to do it, because C-Fan does it that way too, and he's been kicking ass in C-League, so.
Oh yeah,
That's.
great guy.
Yeah, I actually have, my shirts just came in, it says free C-Fan from the C-League, so I don't know if you guys are eventually going to do that, but, I mean,
I can't wait to race with him, man. I've seen him in Turn Up C-League, and I look forward to racing with C-Fan.
yeah, he's a good dude too. All right, so
Yeah.
we got the highs out the way. Let's move on to the fun ones. War, give me your lowest of lows this season, bud. Come on, I want to hear it. What happened that you were ready to just disconnect the game, uninstall, throw that thing out the window? Oh wait, no, you broke one already this season. Maybe not throw it out the window, but what were you doing that night?
Lowest of lows, man. Last week at Charlotte, I told you my truck was extremely fast, man. I could pass a truck on a 1 or 2. I was kind of being patient, and Billy was on vacation, so I took over the lobby and set the lobbies up. And he messaged and said, "Could you get a screenshot of the stage endings?" And I wasn't thinking, man, because I never host the room, and went to get a screenshot and didn't have my phone, so I was going to take it on my PlayStation. And I hit my PlayStation button and then accidentally hit circle, and it backed me completely out of the race after the first stage, man. Oh, I was so mad, dude.
I was heartbroken.
I threw my headset. I was like, screw this game, you know, I'm done racing. I was so ill, man. I was so ill.
I was
like-
heartbroken. I was sitting there on the couch, man, watching. I'm like, all right, come on, War, we got this shit. Come on, Heavy, we got it. We good. Next thing I know, y'all take off, and I'm like, Where the hell did Laura go?
Shows
I
me
knew
sitting in the
instantly.
pit.
I knew freaking instantly, dude,
That was-
what happened. I'm like, I know he got a screenshot and he backed himself out.
Lucky.
They
know
make
he
it
did.
so easy to do, man.
No,
When you
why-
hit that-
why do they-
when
why
you
do
hit
they
that
make it a no?
PlayStation button? I have no
know.
idea, man, but I did it.
Developers, if you guys are watching this, which I'm pretty sure you're not ever, but anyway, just fix that, please. Please fix that. That's all we want.
Or,
All right.
or have your cell phone handy, man. Just use your phone, take a picture, and go.
Oh, all right, Billy, on to you. Lowest of lows. Come on, I want to hear it. What was the worst night that you can remember this season? That one where you were like, man, I am so over this.
I'd have to say it's probably Chicago.
Wow, wow.
I had an absolute missile. And I actually backed off and let Bob, Drew, and Lynch go around me because I was just going to drive like, okay, they caught me, they run me down, I'm just going to ride behind them. Lynch catches the wall, I catch it behind him. I mean, I know it wasn't his fault. I went slammed through the grass. I think both of us wrecked, or either I wrecked or he didn't. And then I didn't really recover there. And then the last stage, I think I got wrecked with like 2 laps into the race, into the last stage, and drove probably pissed off for 40 or 50 laps, I guess.
Oh, that's not a fun night.
That was probably the lowest of the season, I guess. Yeah, I had an absolute missile. I think I had won the first stage. Yeah, I think I did. I think I won the first stage, and then that was probably it there. That was probably it. No, I wasn't trying to point nobody out or nothing. I was just saying what happened. I don't fault nobody for that. So, just want to clear that up. So.
Oh, thanks for sending me that private message, Billy. No, he totally blamed you, Lynch. That's 100% your fault. Sorry, buddy.
Show damn fault, Lynch.
That's it. All right, Miss FTR, when all this is happening, right? When Billy's having these like these bad moments, on a scale, like, just give me a number here. How many 4-letter words are coming out of that game room?
50.
50? Yeah, I figured. Because when he gets hot, he gets real hot, and not a lot of people get to see that side of him.
Yeah.
But
He's usually really laid back.
but when he gets
But
fired
if
up,
I hear him get up out of that chair and hear the door open, did you see that shit? And then,
We get to racing, everything's out the window, man.
oh,
most
love it,
definitely.
love it. All
I'm
right.
just passionate about racing, man.
Passionate,
Dude, that's it. Look, you could like passion is like the best thing in the world. A lot of people they confuse passion with ego, and it's not. It's totally different. Ego will help you make stupid decisions. Passion will make you get better at what you're doing. You know, like if you're passionate about it, you're always gonna get better because you're always thinking about it. You're always moving forward.
Seeing where you can find this 10th or that 10th.
Yeah,
and-
most definitely.
Yep.
When you're
That's all you're doing.
egotistical, you're complacent. You know, you're always just showing up, putting in a setup. I'll make this work. I'm good. Well, there's a reason why guys are passionate because they're working at it. You know, they're passionate. So, nah, passion's a great thing, man.
All you're doing on this game is chasing tenths anyway.
Yep,
That's all you're doing. You're chasing tenths. Where can I find this 10th? Where on the racetrack can I find this 10th? And that's what you're always searching. Once you hit that 10th, you're looking for another one. Then you're
For
looking
another one.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just
Yep.
ongoing. You know, it's just that's what makes the game fun, man.
Yep. Well, I mean, most people are chasing tenths, but when I'm running your setup, I'm usually chasing 3 or 4 seconds. So I'm just putting it out there. But the way that it's going, I mean, I'm excited about this season. I want to know, you as the owner, Billy, what are you happy with the way the season's going? Are you happy with the teams? Are you happy with all the I guess it would be like the way that the mechanism's running because guys are getting better working with their captains. Are you going to get away from that, you think, or are you going to keep that rolling?
Man, I'm having a blast. This is probably the most fun season I've had in FTR yet. I mean, it's because of the racers we got. I mean, we have a lot of talent across all 3 groups, and we got some very, very good racers.
Right.
I think the leagues might be a little bit mismatched right now, Just because we've had some new guys come in. It was kind of hard to place guys here and there, for what league and whatnot. But between us admins, I mean, I think we've done an awesome job. It's like you can't always please everyone.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's going to be times where you can please one, two, or three, then you disappoint two or three. But as far as the season, man, I'm having a blast.
Awesome.
I think all the racers are too. Yeah, we get heated sometimes, but I think it's just the nature of it. I don't think people really mean a
competition.
lot about what's going on, about what they say sometimes. It's so competitive. I mean, I have never raced in a league that is so competitive like this has grown. And I think a lot of it is because I say a lot of it's because of the team aspect, right? I mean,
Right.
you brought guys in under your wing, right? To teach them, mentor them, learn them how to build setups, learn them how to drive the track. And what it does, it builds confidence within racers. Right?
Exactly.
So if you bring in a guy that didn't have any confidence, all of a sudden you say, okay, here you go. I'm gonna hand you a setup. Let's work on it for you. Let's show you how to run the line. Let's tweak the setup to your liking. You know what I mean? I think to me, it's made the competition awesome.
Yeah. No,
But
you're exactly correct on that one, Billy. Like as far as the whole season and the way it's going, man, like the competition is there, and
oh yeah,
it's I know just from my stand because like War, he's been in this for a minute. I was never a custom setup driver. That just wasn't my MO. I always raced sliders because I didn't know how to do it. Well, it's like last night at Richmond, I have your setup in my qualifying one, and I was literally just tinkering with one that JD and Intletown and I were playing with last night, Like just
Yep.
one that I threw together, and we're like looking at it, and it's running 21 fives, like that's
And that's what you got to do, man. Just Billy can give you a setup, but your driving style and Billy's may not be exactly the same.
Exactly.
So you may have to make small subtle changes here and there to his setup to more fit your style, man.
and that's it. It's like I realized this year that my lift points, I'm a very erratic driver. You know what I mean? Like I'll always miss my line. So I have to compensate that with horsepower or RPMs, you know what I mean, or a
Yep.
line adjustment. So I have to make sure my car can either run the bottom or run the top, so I don't screw up my time totally. And I mean, it's just from running with Billy and you and Heavy and Tone Touch, like it's an amazing thing. I think the teams are great for that aspect, and I've really enjoyed them for that this season.
Definitely.
HMS has been a home all summer, moving into winter now. Like we've all sat there almost every week and got into it. So let's get into some fun stuff. Right after this, we're gonna move into your questions. So get them ready, guys. War, real quick. Who is your biggest rival?
My biggest rival is Bob Drew, man. Bob Drew, he always comes fast, but Bob Drew will run more of a loose setup. And by the time we get about 10 laps in, I start getting sketchy of Bob Drew, and sooner or later he's going to get into me. So I try to stay away from him. He's a fast guy, and I've got tons of respect. But my rival is Bob Drew.
All right. Well, that's ironic because Bob Drew's biggest rival is the wall coming out of 4. So, all right, Billy, your shot. Who's your biggest rival out there?
oh, it's hands down. It's Eagles.
Oh, damn, boy. Oh, damn.
It's always been that way, though.
It has.
It's always been that way since day one, and I'm pretty sure he would probably say the same thing. I guess. Well, he named typical. I don't mean it. I don't mean Eagles in a bad way. Not saying that. It's just me. I want to outrun him, and he wants to outrun me.
It's two alphas going at it, man. Both of them are extremely fast, and yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yep. I mean, it's nothing against him. It's just it's always been that way. That's what makes us so fast, because we're always trying to outdo each other.
So, Miss FTR, real quick. So, when you're watching the races, Do you have a moment in time where you're just sitting there going, damn it, they're going to send a whole bunch of videos this week? Just, damn it, I'm going to see at least 100 videos show up that we're going to have to look at to review for points and penalties.
It's gotten a lot better the
Right.
last few weeks. But when you see, Athlub calls it the poo pack, and they start spinning and then nudging, and here goes one through the grass, and I'll be like, oh, here comes the penalties.
Yeah. It's gotta be agonizing to watch that happen. You're just like, oh man, here it comes. Someone's gonna
And
be
especially
complaining about
when it's a
somebody.
bunch of small stuff that don't even matter, and somebody's completely pissed off about it.
Right.
How do you even respond to that, man?
I'll be like, what are we even looking at?
Yep.
What was the
Because
problem?
I've seen them myself. What are we even looking at? Yep.
As you said,
People
you haven't
imagine
seen
things.
that many videos lately, huh?
No.
Great, Stewie. Thanks for not sending in all your videos, bud.
He don't send the videos. He sends the whole stream.
Yeah,
That's it. He says, "I want 45 minutes of your life. Sit there
Love you,
and watch
Stuart.
this."
Love you, Stuart.
You the best, Stuart.
Oh, it's funny. All right, guys, here it is. Put the @ symbol. Put the guy's name or the lady's name. I want to know your questions. Come on, let's go. Put them up, guys. Give me some questions.
I know y'all got some questions out there. Y'all dying to ask.
Can Bill? So Heavy's is that Heavy's wife? Demonic Chaos? Is that who? Can Billy tell us about propane and propane accessories? Damn, Billy,
I'll
they're
tell you one
clowning
thing. I
on
don't
you.
know shit about propane, so I can't help you on that one.
Maybe Miss FTR would like to take the wheel and do some e-racing. Oh, that'd be fun. Got to give them some entertainment.
Hey, she's raced before, some with us.
Miss FTR, you
She
jump
has.
behind the wheel?
Yes, but Billy stresses me out so bad, telling me, you can't drive it like a real car. You got to go up high. You're turning it too sharp. I just have to stop.
All guys, here's the first question from Macy at my dad. How many more seasons are there going to be? How many more?
As long as we got racers show up,
Oh,
we're gonna
damn.
keep racing.
There it is. And we're
Sounds
moving
good.
on to World of Outlaws, Macy. You got to get on there with us.
That's okay. She'll be 21 next month. Me and her can take road trips.
There you
Ooh,
go.
happy early birthday.
Happy early, yeah. All right, so at Billy, what are we doing about Redline Racing Team from CFan?
Right now, you guys don't have a captain. So right now, you guys are still getting scored as team points. As long as your guys show up, we'll keep going. Till the end of the season, nothing changes.
Gotcha. At Miss FTR, who is the better driver, you or Billy?
Oh, me.
Love Lynch
Hands
on that
down.
one.
When we are in the real car, Billy thinks he's playing the video game.
Awesome.
I tell him all the time, please slow down.
Well,
This
I mean,
is real life.
gas is getting expensive. You got to draft when you go places, all right? You got to
That's
draft.
Macy how he drives.
Get on that bumper, Billy. Get on that bumper. Oh, man. Let's see. What did Shady say? Shady said something. At Macy Holcomb, when are we going to see you back on the track? See, look, you have a bunch of friends, Macy. All you got to do is get on the game.
JD had a very good question.
Let me see. Where was that at?
Right up above Shady's.
Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. Miss FTR, have you ever had to slap the back of Billy's head and tell him to get it together?
Yeah, when them black flags come out and you hear, slow down. Slow down.
Shady literally just wrote at war. So, I
Yo,
don't
what's
know.
up, Shady?
What's up, Shady?
Oh, man. So, any
I
hot...
know y'all got some more questions.
I know. You guys
Yeah,
got
I was
any hot
thinking there was
takes?
going to be some end of race questions, man. I'm about to ask one myself.
Yeah, so just fill us in here. Because, I mean, we saw it on the stream. He got into you. What happened? What happened last night, Billy, with you and Eagles?
Going back and thinking about it, it is white flag.
Right.
I drove in my normal line. You know, I've been running the whole time. Um, I don't know if he backed it up or if he didn't back it up or whatever, but when we got ready to come up off the corner, I felt him door me,
Mm.
like left rear, and I'm like, okay, you know, that's fine. So I immediately started pushing him down, you know, because you know he got into me, he doored me, so I started pushing him down. He never lifted, and just he pushed me up, pushed me back up, which is you know that's fine or whatever, you know. I guess it was just a racing deal right there at the white flag. I mean, I didn't really expect it honestly. I figured he would have tried to pass me a little bit more cleaner than that. Because a couple times I tried to pass him once or twice in a tunnel turn, and I backed off, got myself in the grass a little bit. But yeah, it was just I guess it was just a racing deal, just racing hard. He needed a win, I needed a win, and you know he was able to get around me there, and then I kind of missed a tunnel turn there just a little bit, and yeah,
So,
Gotcha.
so you
he got
thinking,
there.
so you thinking he backed it up a little bit on you and stuck it up under you going into the turn? You think that's what
Yeah,
happened?
I think
Yeah.
so. I think
Yeah.
he did what he needed to do. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, he
Yeah.
did what he needed to do. You know, it's
I
Which
was
is
just
nice.
it is what it is. Like I said, you know, like I told him last night, I was like, you got one coming, so
nice.
it's to be expected.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't wreck you, so
Is that
maybe next race
retaliation?
you can back it up and get under him. You know, who knows? I
You know,
know we're all teammates, but
I actually won a championship in high side. We were at Texas in the Cup Series, last race of the season, last lap. I give him a pretty good little shove there going into turn one and kind of pushed him up and got around him. And he tried to, I ain't gonna say, I think he tried to wreck me coming off a turn or getting into 3 and 4 there, but I was able to hold him off. You know, it's kind of same situation, right?
yep.
So I guess I deserved that one. I guess what you want to say.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a racing deal. It's just a
Gotcha.
racing deal.
So, who was it? Was that Lynch? At Billy, who do you think? Who do you think improved the most this season? He's only asking because he's finished third a
That's a
few
good
times.
question.
That's all he's asking right now.
Oh man, um, man, there's so many.
Hmm.
He should
If
have asked
I,
War that because War would have said Lynch, but since he didn't ask me and he asked Billy, I guess Billy's going to have to say something.
yeah, I was gonna say Lynch too.
Yep.
You know, Lynch, guys, if you don't know, you know, Lynch was a slider driver. Um,
Mm.
Probably one of the best slider drivers I ever raced on the game, in my opinion. He's very, very, very good at that. And I knew he'd been into customs a little bit, you know, but didn't know if he was real heavy into customs. But you know, this season he's really stepped his game up. He's contending. Like I think he's third in the points right now, or fourth in the
Yep.
points right now. A little bit a little bit behind us, but yeah, I mean, I think I definitely say he's improved.
And he's very consistent, man. You always see Lynch on practicing. He always comes ready to race, man. I'm always comfortable racing around Lynch.
Yeah, he
most
always
definitely.
apologizes after he wrecks you too. He never says I didn't mean to do that. He just says sorry I did that.
I'm gonna say if I'd have to go with the B League, um, I'd have to say Big Rig.
Oh hey, I did pretty okay this season.
I do. I mean,
I was like
just
17th
I mean, we
last
can be
year.
honest here. I mean, you didn't have much confidence before you came to HMS.
Right.
I'm hoping that we have restored that.
Yeah, 100%.
I think sometimes you guys get caught up in the shit and don't get to show your true talent.
Right.
I can name a lot of guys.
Yeah.
C group,
And-
I would
the
say,
C group.
I'd say most definitely, two drivers.
Yeah.
Number one would be Walking Dead.
100%.
You know, I think it was another guy that just didn't have confidence. Great driver, great respect. But I think once he went to the team aspect, and he had a great captain in JD. JD does a lot of teaching. I think he got a lot of that from me and War and Heavy and all of us, you know, just being around each other. But I think Walking Dead is definitely 100 times better than what he was last season. And I think the other guy is Shady. Shady is, we first met Shady. He never been online racing. Kind of brought him in HMS. Before team started. Kind of showed him the ropes, and he's done an awesome job too. And one more person is Big Ben.
Yeah.
Big Ben, man. I've been working with him some. He's a great driver, man. Great personality. I love being around the dude, man. He's gonna be a real fast guy soon, man.
Yeah, he's going to be an A-leaguer before too long.
Yeah,
He's really
He's
good.
another guy. He's another guy that before this league he never raced online, so kind of took him under our wing. HMS, give him the tools he needed. He goes out, he has his best race of the season this past race. So he's coming. He's an up and coming.
Yeah.
So that's just to name a few.
That's the
Yep.
coolest part about FTR is you have so many guys going through each division. Like even Intletown, right? Intletown has improved so much in the B League. I mean, he is fast every week. You know what I mean? Like
He is.
he's one of those guys now where like when he shows up, you're like, all right, damn it, all right, I got to race against him.
But when you turn to practice on, man, you're gonna see Enel in it. Enel's it's all about finding those tenths here and there, man.
Yep.
Enel's always
Just
willing
like
to
you
go
guys
out and
said,
find
man.
them, man.
Like-
Enel's always on,
That's what we were doing last night. JD was in there talking with us, and it was Inel and I on the track just trying to find tenths. That's all we're doing.
That's it. That's all you do on this game. Is chase.
Where can-
JD's another guy, man. I've got a lot of respect. He'll help the newer guys with setups and he'll get them a fast car, and it's up to them whether they want to put the time in to become a great driver.
Well, I got another thing to say. Whoever took over the points seems like he's really good at math now, so that's good. We can actually see competitive points.
Oh God! Oh,
Don't
Just
get me
saying.
started.
Just saying. Also, here's a big question. Now, this is again, it's for Billy. Sorry about that, guys. But next season coming up, what are we slated to race? And if the next gen cars come out, will they fill that void?
Right now, talking with the admins, we started at the bottom, worked our way up, and then we're working our way back up again. So right now, as it sits, we will run Xfinity next season.
Okay.
I'm still deciding. I'm going to let the racers decide this. So if you hear me, if you're listening, next season, I would love to do 100% Xfinity races. It's a little bit more time, I believe, than a 50% cup race. Not by much. I would love to do that, but I want the racers to decide whether they want to do 50% or 100%. We'll have a poll up.
Okay.
We'll post a poll on
Yeah.
Facebook.
I don't think
And,
we've ever ran it 100%, have we?
We haven't.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fun. I think guys have enjoyed the 100% races this season. It gives you more laps.
Yep.
It gives you long runs. So yeah. As of right now, Xfinity is what we will go with next season. Now, if they do bring the next gen cars in, I don't think that we will go directly into that. I think we just need to fill them out first.
Okay.
So most likely,
Yep.
I'm probably 100% dead on Xfinity next season.
Okay.
If the next gen cars come out, we'll see. We may have to do some practicing and whatnot, do some testing and stuff. But
Right.
right now, I'm pretty sold on Xfinity.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. I just wanted to ask it. That's one of the hard questions. So I just wanted to get that one out there. Guys, we are at we're at 9:43, so let's if we got any more questions, file them in. We're going to be wrapping up soon. Intletown said 100% on the Xfinity already. He's already dialed in for it.
Yeah,
That's
it sounds
great.
fun, man. It sounds fun. Those
think it'd be
Xfinity cars
fun.
are great.
One thing I do want to add,
Yeah.
I want to make this announcement, so hopefully everybody's watching. Next season, we're going to kind of go back old school. We're going to move the A-League back to Sunday nights.
Wow.
We're going to have the B group run on Tuesday nights, and we're going to move the C group to Wednesday nights. I hope everybody can make it. But there's a couple guys that's hasn't had a chance to run in our A group. JD is one of those guys. JD is an A group driver.
Yep. And you've got a Dark Knight, great
Got
driver.
Dark Knight, he's an A group driver. So we're gonna move A group back to Sunday nights.
Okay.
Then we'll move B group to Tuesday night,
All right.
and C group to Wednesday nights. Hopefully, I apologize, but I hope everybody can still make it. But that's what we're going to go to next year.
We ain't touching Thursday night, right? So I can still do this? Great. That's nice. Oh, Stuart said, Billy, I won't be able to make it on Tuesday nights, so I guess I'll be out. See, that's all you had to do, Billy, was change the night. There you go.
I'm sorry, Stu. I honestly am, man. I'm very, very sorry, and I apologize to anybody. It's just we had to make some changes.
No, I you know what? I like that. I like the A-League going first during the week too. It's a pretty big presentation, and I guess another big question that guys have is teams. Are you going to keep them or are you going to dump them next year?
Well, it's been in discussion, and don't get me wrong, I like the team aspect. I do. I like it. I like what it promotes. I just don't like it putting guys against guys.
Right.
So
Yeah, I don't like the fence part of it. I don't like the communication. Like, we got walls up and we can't talk
Yes.
with other drivers, and that's the only part I hate. I love the whole team thing. I like this, and we was like that even before it was a team thing. So I'm still gonna have my buddies that are like my teammates. You know what I mean? That ain't gonna change at all, and still allow us to talk to other drivers and stuff while we're racing.
I think just from my perspective on this, if you're gonna cut the teams out, right, you should still make it to where almost like a practice team. You know what I mean? Where
Well, yeah,
those guys
well,
always get on together. You know what I mean?
Yes. So here was my thinking. Like, you guys can keep a team if you want. It just won't be scored
Yeah,
Right.
Yep.
as team points. Like, the guys that's in HMS right now, they're in HMS for as long as I'm on the game. But thing is, I'll help anybody. I don't mind helping people. You know what I mean? All you have to do is ask. I don't mind at all. It's just right now, those guys that's in my HMS team right now, they're going to be there. They're going to get my setups. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. It's going to stay that way. We won't be scored as HMS.
Right.
Or Red Line, or Cowboys, or Demons, or whatever. You guys can feel free, because everybody does it on the game. Everybody's got their own little things, people they mingle with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. That's
And
the cool part, because like I know guys like me and Bubba, when he came back, it was. I mean, how many messages did I send you? Like, pick up Bubba, pick up Bubba.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. One thing that we did, seasons past is, I've always been asked the question, why not run a Cup, Xfinity, and Truck? Well, the reason I don't do that is because I want us all to be able to practice together.
Yep.
Right.
So when we got that week, when we hit that Wednesday to Sunday, we got that practice time. We can all jump in the lobby. We can all practice together, work on the same thing.
Right.
That's why I don't do that tier step thing. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I want
I like
everybody to
that
be on the
'cause-
same page.
Yep.
Yep, because through the week I can jump on, I'll race with A guys, B guys, and C guys, and it's always everybody running the same track, man. That's real helpful.
Most definitely.
That's awesome, man. I think we really got some stuff nailed down tonight. Miss FTR, your final
sir.
thoughts. All right, you're the most important one in here. I need to know. You think we're gonna have some issues coming up on the end of the season? You think we're gonna get some penalties anytime soon?
I hope not. But I'm sure there'll be some issues. Everybody's, racing for that championship and bragging rights. Tempers flare, but, Robin's racing.
I love it. I love
right.
it. Billy, you gotta
Right.
keep her. You gotta keep
Oh
her,
yeah,
bud.
she's a keeper. She's been here this long. I got her.
That's it. Oh man, she's on the wall already. That's it. Well, you know what? Thank you guys very much for hanging out with us here on Checkers and Wreckers one more time. Billy, we got Miss FTR and we got War. We'll be back next week with another episode. This one went a little long, but hell, y'all been asking for that for about a week or two. So, thank you guys. I'll see y'all
Thanks for
later.
having me, man.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you guys. See y'all.